The Manipur Pradesh Congress Committee has accused the state government of disregarding the rules and procedures of the assembly and labelled the session as a dark day in the history of parliamentary democracy of India. The central government has slashed the prices of cooking gas by ₹200 per cylinder for all domestic consumers. The reducing in the price of LPG was taken during the Union Cabinet's meeting on Tuesday. China on Monday officially released the 2023 edition of the Standard Map, where the disputed areas including Arunachal Pradesh, Aksai Chin region, Taiwan and the disputed South China Sea are all included within the Chinese territory. While addressing the National Executive Meeting of FICCI, Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath said, under the guidance and leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Uttar Pradesh has moved from being a Bimaru state towards becoming a developed state. The Manipur Pradesh Congress Committee MPCC has accused the state government of disregarding the rules and procedures of the assembly and labelled the session as a dark day in the history of parliamentary democracy of India. The opposition party also raised concerns about the BJP-led state government's impact on India's democratic system. The party also hoisted black flag at Congress Bhavan to show their resentment against the government over the unethical conduct of assembly session. Briefing the media, leader of the Congress Legislative Party Okram Ibopi Singh criticized the way the assembly was convened, considering the ongoing crisis. He mentioned that the government did not clarify whether the session was an emergency, short notice or a regular one. Singh said that if it was a regular session, the governor should have summoned it 15 days prior. However, this was not done. The Congress party presented a resolution during the Business Advisory Committee meeting on August 15, focusing on maintaining peace, safeguarding integrity and resolving the current crisis. Unfortunately, their resolution was not considered. Singh accused the government of denying their rights to discuss matters of their choosing, suggesting that the session was called merely to prevent a constitutional crisis.
That's why we said that we, in our playcard, we slogan, let us accept democracy, let us accept constitution. There is no rule of law. There is no democracy. It's just like dictatorship. That's why we condemn it.
So the issue is about the one-day session, or is it regarding the change of proceedings, sir?
Change of proceeding can be done. House is supreme. As I have already mentioned, Article 351 of the Rule of Procedure Conduct of Business is clearly said that House is supreme. All relevant rule can be suspended, and it can be considered whatever opposition proposed in the state, in the interest of the state, by the territorial integrity related issues. And any other issues can be considered. That's why, but they did not listen to what we suggested.
So what was your suggestion, sir?
No, I have already told you in the last advisory committee meeting, in the advisory committee, I am also one of the members. But I am alone. But they have 5-6 different political parties. Since they are majority, they did not listen to my suggestion. So I have given my decision note what they proposed time allocation for this session. Only one day from that day. But I said, so therefore I stood up on the floor of the House. Last Business Advisory Committee meeting also I suggested. So now, please reconsider. All relevant rules can be suspended if House is approved. So we can consider whatever necessary. But they did not listen.
Sir, there is one point.
Supreme Court, monitored by Supreme Court, and all those FIRs related, we are not asking to discuss, but we are asking let us have take one resolution regarding territorial integrity of Manipur or any other issues which is not related with the court case.
Sir, there was one.
Really, Honorable Speaker, whether those deep application already been granted or not.
The youth of Baraj district in Uttar Pradesh will no longer have to wander to prepare for IAS and PCS examinations. The district magistrate has taken a unique initiative and sent a proposal to the government for the establishment of a digital library. 3 locations have also been identified to set up the digital library. The construction of the establishments is expected to start. District Magistrate Monica Rani has written a letter to the government for setting up a digital library. The youth of the district will no longer have to go to the big districts for IAS and PCS studies. Students can study it from the digital library in the district itself. Rani said that a digital library will be constructed at a cost of ₹2 crore, for which a proposal was sent and apparently been approved. Now the construction work will be started. The district magistrate said admission to the digital library will be given after registration. He informed that preference will be given to the students coaching in the Abu Daya scheme in the library, after which others can use the library.
यहाँ पे कोई हाईटेक लाइब्रेरी होनी चाहिए, एक ऐसी लाइब्रेरी जहाँ पर हमारे वृद्धजन आ सकें, अपना समय बिता सकें और साथ ही साथ उनका ज्ञानवर्धन भी हो सके। इसके अलावा एक ये भी आवश्यकता महसूस की जा रही थी कि जो हमारी प्रतियोगिता परीक्षा की तैयारी करते हैं उनके लिए एक ऐसी लाइब्रेरी होनी चाहिए जहाँ पर बैठकर वो आराम से जो है अपनी प्रतियोगिता परीक्षाओं की तैयारी कर सकें। और इसके अलावा बच्चों के मनोरंजन की जितनी भी किताबें हैं वो होनी चाहिए, महिलाओं के लिए अलग स्पेस होना चाहिए। तो हमने एक ऐसी हाईटेक लाइब्रेरी की हम यहाँ पे योजना कर रहे हैं जिनमें इन चारों तथ्यों को ध्यान में रखा जाएगा, महिलाओं को, बच्चों को, वृद्ध को और जो हमारा युवा वर्ग प्रतियोगिता परीक्षाओं की तैयारी कर रहा है। इसमें अलग से कंप्यूटर्स लगेंगे, उन्हें जो है डिजिटल किया जाएगा। इसके साथ साथ जो ऑनलाइन कंटेंट है वो उन्हें उपलब्ध कराया जाएगा, जो भी नवीनतम पुस्तकें हैं वो वहाँ पर उपलब्ध कराई जाएंगी और जो बैठने का स्थान है वो बहुत ही सुविधाजनक बनाया जाएगा जिसको जो है हमारे जनपद वासी इसका लाभ उठा सकेंगे।
People across the country celebrated Raksha Bandhan, a Hindu festival that celebrates the bond between brothers and sisters. In Lucknow's Kodwali, Gosaikanj, women tied Raksha Sutra, or a sacred amulet, on police personnel's wrist on the occasion of Raksha Bandhan. The sisters of the Ikal Vidyala Abhiyan also prayed for the protection of the police personnel by performing arti and tying rakis and praying for their long lives. During the festival, sisters tied a sacred amulet around their brother's wrist to symbolize the brother's promise of care and protection of the sister. Raksha Bandhan is celebrated on the last day of the Hindu lunar calendar month of Shravan, which commonly falls in August. An organization in Meghalaya has expressed shock that the Meghalaya government has come up with the idea to the people to use goggles or shades to combat the increase in conjunctivitis cases in the state instead of engaging in taking medical measures to curb the infection. Concerned by the rapid rise of conjunctivitis among residents of Meghalaya, especially in Riboy district, leaders of the Siangchokki Rampa Snyong on Monday met the Deputy Commissioner seeking his immediate intervention with the Health and Family Welfare for solution to rein in the infection. Led by the Chairman B.B. Makto and Secretary P.B. Seliang, the SKRS, while meeting the DC Arpit Upadhyayai, expressed their grave concern over the widespread of the conjunctivitis disease in the district of Riboy and the state Meghalaya, affecting the normal lives of the residents, including young children. Speaking to the press, the group's chairman B.P. Makto said that they urged the state government to come up with a solution to curb the infection. The group expressed shock that the state's government had come up with the idea to prevent infection by using of sun shades instead of intervening to prevent the infection from spreading. The ideas of the state government will surely affect residents coming from poor backgrounds who need to buy costly sun shades, Makto said.
Mentakasi nagaliang ka sunjuk jongi grong ba snong ribo district lawan ni ketu ban yo DC alor artli gemat kaban kong golong gajing dei bat kene ka jing spread jong kene ka jing pangkamat conjunctivitis abro koi ka ribo district jongi teke ke bang sosi ban yetu ya pat ba bro menagaliang jong ka government ka clemson kya ye gajing dei kene jing pang.
We'll take a short break. Keep watching.
ছয় টাকাতে 1 করোড়
হ্যাঁ 6 টাকাতে 1 করোড়
ছয় টাকাতে 1 করোড়
হ্যাঁ 6 টাকাতে 1 করোড় জিতিব কোৱা
ডিল উইকলি লটারি কিনিবি 6 টাকাতে আৰু জিতিব পাৰে 1 করোড় খালি 6 টাকা ডিল হাপ্তা লটারি বদলি কৰি দিব আপোনাৰ জীৱন
Welcome back. Moving further, Manipur Chief Minister Biren Singh refused to give any comment while coming out of the Manipur Assembly session adjourned sine die. Media persons present tried to get comments from the CM, however, he flatly refused to comment. The one-day assembly session adjourned sine die after 10 minutes of proceedings on Tuesday. Meanwhile, after the adjournment of the session, while briefing the media persons, Minister Basanta Kumar slammed the opposition party for making requests in the assembly during the Chief Minister's address. Kumar said it is very unfortunate for the opposition to cause disturbance at a time when Chief Minister is giving speech because the Chief Minister was about to initiate discussion to all the matters which are outside the ambit of the court.
That the Legislative Assembly had to be held because of 6 months of the constitutional obligation also had to be overcome, and at the same time, more importantly, to discuss the important pressing issues which is happening in the state today. But as our Honorable Senior Minister had pointed out, as the Assembly session was convened and it started at 11 o'clock, before even the Honorable Speaker could say something, very unfortunately, the opposition members of the Congress did not even sit down, take their seats. They kept shouting, they kept disturbing, and our Honorable Leader of the House, Honorable Chief Minister of Manipur, he wanted, as per Rule 271 of the Rules of Procedure and Conduct of Business, which is written here in this book, as per which the House is conducted, the Business Advisory Committee, which had decided on the order of the business of the day, can be changed orally by the Honorable Leader of the House as per this rule number 271. And as he got up to speak, there was a lot of disturbance, shouting, which was very unfortunate because the Honorable Chief Minister wanted to put to the people of the state as well as the country that here is a situation, besides leaving out all the matters which are involved in the judicial commissions, all other matters can be discussed, which can be discussed in the House. He was ready to discuss, and as he got up to read the resolution, which was put forth by the government. There was so much of disturbance, but somehow he managed to put the resolution, and at the same time the noise continued, and this is in the same trend as what happened in Parliament recently, because over there also the Congress, their leaders, including Mr. Rahul Gandhi, as well as Mr. Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary, the leader of the Lok Sabha, they were demanding President's rule. They were talking about Manipur being divided into two, which is very unfortunate because Manipur remains one. It cannot be divided. And these same manner was being exhibited today by the Congress opposition in the Manipur Legislative Assembly. The Speaker had no choice but to adjourn the House for about half an hour so that they can go back, rethink, come back, and then we can again take up the matters in a very civilized and a proper manner, which should be done in the Assembly, which represents the entire state of Manipur.
Kaya speaker ko amsa ko. Hujikto na yung kumin na ito.
While addressing the National Executive Meeting of FICCI, Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath said after 1985 to 86, Uttar Pradesh saw a long period of darkness in terms of development. The perception of the nation and world about Uttar Pradesh became very different. There was an identity crisis before the youth, businessmen and citizens here. Today, under the guidance and leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Uttar Pradesh has managed to emerge from the darkness and from being a Bimaru state towards becoming a developed state.
प्रदेश ने 1985-86 से लेकर के बीच के एक कालखंड में जिसे घोर अंधकार का युग कह सकते हैं उत्तर प्रदेश के विकास की दृष्टि से, जिसने उत्तर प्रदेश को एक बीमारू राज्य के रूप में बदल दिया था। उत्तर प्रदेश के बारे में देश और दुनिया की धारणाएं बहुत भिन्न हो गई थी। यहां के युवाओं के सामने, यहां के उद्यमियों के सामने और यहां के नागरिकों के सामने एक पहचान का संकट खड़ा हुआ था। मुझे आप सबको बताते हुए प्रसन्नता है कि आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी के मार्गदर्शन में, उनके नेतृत्व में आज उत्तर प्रदेश अपनी इन सभी अंधकार के युग से उभर करके, बीमारू राज्य से उभर करके एक विकसित राज्य की ओर अग्रसर हो चुका है।
Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath further added that infrastructure has made rapid progress in Uttar Pradesh in past 6 years. The Ganga Expressway, which is under construction, is connecting Meerut and Ghaziabad to Prayagraj. If anyone wants to come from Meerut to Prayagraj, it will require 16 to 17 hours. But after completion of Ganga Expressway, this time will reduce to 6 hours, he said.
इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर में जो जोरदार प्रगति की है, गंगा एक्सप्रेसवे दिल्ली के कोने से यानी मेरठ और गाजियाबाद के बीच से प्रयागराज तक जोड़ रही है। अगर आज के दिन पे कोई मेरठ से मौजूदा व्यवस्था में आना चाहेगा प्रयागराज के लिए तो उसको कम से कम 16-17 घंटे लगेंगे, लेकिन गंगा एक्सप्रेसवे बनने के बाद ये दूरी मात्र 6 घंटे में पूरी की जा सकती है।
We'll take another short break. Keep watching. Welcome back. Moving further, the central government has slashed the prices of cooking gas by ₹200 per cylinder for all domestic consumers. The reduction in the price of LPG was taken during the Union Cabinet's meeting on Tuesday. The Cabinet has approved additional subsidy under the Ujjwala scheme. The additional subsidy is ₹200. Now, subsidy will be ₹400 per cylinder for Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana beneficiaries. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has decided ₹200 reduction in the price of domestic LPG cylinders for all users, said Union Minister Anurag Thakur. The minister said this is a gift from Narendra Modi to the women of the country during the occasion of Raksha Bandhan, said Thakur.
समाधान के लिए 2014 से लेकर 2023 तक प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी ने बहुत सारे कदम उठाए। उज्ज्वला सिलेंडर 3600 रुपये भारत सरकार खर्च करती है और लगभग 9 करोड़ 60 लाख बहनों को बगैर कोई पैसा लिए उज्ज्वला सिलेंडर भी दिया और उनको कुकिंग गैस का एक सुविधा भी दी, धुएं से मुक्ति भी दी, स्वास्थ्य का लाभ भी दिया। 12 करोड़ शौचालय बनाकर खुले में शौच करने से मुक्ति दी और इज्जत घर हमारी बहनों ने उसको नाम दिया। पानी की समस्या से दूर करने के लिए अब तक 13 करोड़ घरों में नल से जल की सुविधा दी जा चुकी है। बहनों का समय उस पर भी बचा। 4 करोड़ बहनों को अब तक परिवारों को पक्के मकान बनाकर दिए और लखपति दीदी 4 करोड़ से ज्यादा बहनों को बनाने का कार्य हुआ। जब कोविड का समय आया तब भी 80 करोड़ लोगों को जहां पर अनाज 2.5 साल तक बिल्कुल मुफ्त में दिया जरूरतमंदों को, वहीं पर 20.5 करोड़ बहनों को 31,000 करोड़ रुपए से ज्यादा उनके खाते में सीधा मदद के रूप में नरेंद्र मोदी जी की सरकार ने दिया। एलपीजी के सिलेंडर का रीफिल कोविड के टाइम पे उस समय मुफ्त में दिया और आज जब ओणम और रक्षाबंधन का त्योहार है तो मुझे कहते हुए प्रसन्नता है कि एक बार देश की लाखों बहनों के लिए फिर प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी ने बड़ा तोहफा दिया है कि 75 लाख बहनों के लिए उज्ज्वला गैस योजना के अंतर्गत उनको गैस कनेक्शन मिलेंगे। उनको 1 रुपया भी नहीं देना पड़ेगा, गैस कनेक्शन भी मुफ्त मिलेंगे, पहला सिलेंडर भी, पाइप भी, चूल्हा भी। ये देखिए बहुत बड़ी एक सुविधा मिलती है और मुझे पूर्ण विश्वास है इससे उनको लाभ मिलेगा। दूसरी ओर अगर आप देखिए हमारी 60% निर्भरता इंपोर्ट पर रहती है गैस की। जब दुनिया भर में दाम बढ़े, अगर मैं सऊदी सीपी की बात करूं अगर एलपीजी सिलेंडर को लेकर, तो 2020 से लेकर 2022 तक ये भी 303% की वृद्धि हुई। उस समय भी दुनिया भर में 303% की वृद्धि हुई, लेकिन हमने देश में केवल 63% की वृद्धि की। लेकिन आज ओणम और रक्षाबंधन के इस पावन अवसर पर प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी ने निर्णय लिया है कि 200 रुपया गैस सिलेंडर के दाम कम किए जाएंगे। सभी उपभोक्ताओं के लिए 200 रुपये दाम कम होंगे। और आज मैं कहना चाहता हूं, जब हम 2014 में आए थे, मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में सरकार बनी, तब देश में मात्र 14.5 करोड़ लोगों के पास रसोई गैस का सिलेंडर था, डोमेस्टिक एलपीजी। आज वो बढ़कर 33 करोड़ हुए, जिनमें से 9 करोड़ 60 लाख उज्ज्वला गैस सिलेंडर जो हमने मुफ्त में गैस कनेक्शन दिए थे, और उज्ज्वला गैस योजना वालों को 200 रुपया सब्सिडी पहले ही मिलती है। तो सभी उपभोक्ताओं को जो डोमेस्टिक गैस सिलेंडर यूज करते हैं उसका दाम 200 रुपये कम कर दिया गया है। रक्षाबंधन पर देश भर की बहनों के लिए एक बहुत बड़ी सौगात नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने।
The Nagaland Penak Silat Association conducted Khelo India Penak Silat Women's League on 28 of August 2023 at Emmanuel Hall, YG More Colony, Dimapur, Nagaland. The event was inaugurated by by Zuben Muli, a social activist and vice president of Nagaland Penaksilat Association, in the presence of Ramesh Sharma, observer and in charge of Dimapur Sports Authority of India. The Khelo India Women's Penaksilat League is a program under Khelo India to promote sports among women in all age categories over India in association with Sports Authority of India, aiming to increase women's participation in sports to make use of the league as a platform to expose their talent in Khelo India initiatives. The Khelo India Women's Penaksilat League is a part of the 50 cities program by the Indian Penaksilat Federation to its affiliated units under the supervision of Sports Authority of India. That's all we have for now. Keep watching Hornbill TV. Good night.
दुनिया ते थाक्या साफा पानी कुंतु खाली 0.3% असे इदु तो खाली खाउले गर्ने एकला नहोय इदु साफा पानी तु आमी खान एग्रीकल्चर ते खावो सामान खान ओलाउले गर्ने बि चलाय आरो इदु पानी खान वाइल्ड लाइफ सपोर्ट करे एकता हेल्दी फंक्शनिंग इकोसिस्टम दिवो गर्ने इदु गर्ने पानी खान तु पोल्यूशन फ्री राखियो लागे आरो आमी खान लगा वेस्ट खान मिसामिशी रिवर बैंक्स खानते नफेलाउले लागे कुंतु प्रा पानी पोल्यूट करे दे साल 2019 ते सरकार प्रा जल शक्ति अभियान लॉन्च करिशे नेशन वाइड वाटर कंजर्वेशन कैंपेन ते कुंतुप्रा सिटीजन्स खान के पानी कंजर्व करोले इनकरेज करे ग्रास रूट लेवल ते प्रा इदो साल जल शक्ति अभियान प्रा रेन वाटर हार्वेस्टिंग स्ट्रक्चर्स खान क्लाइमेट कंडीशंस हिसाब ते कुरोले इनकरेज करिशे साल 2021 ते इदो स्कीम खान एकता प्रिपरेटरी स्टेप लॉन्च करिशे जल शक्ति अभियान कैच द रेन कैंपेन को इकिना कुंतु एकता मैसिव अवेयरनेस ड्राइव असे नेहरू युवा केंद्र संगठन लोगो कोलैबोरेट करिकिना इदो कैंपेन ते देश लगा 623 डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स लगा